What's up guys, I'm back on a video here. This time we've got the tier list on the most overpowered players in La Liga. Now obviously, when I say tier list, it's a little bit of a skeptical thing where these cards are all going to be the most overpowered cards in the league. It's obviously, there's just some a little bit more than others, so that is exactly why I'm going to tier list them, and some being A tier, some being S tier, and some being D tier and stuff like that. But they're all obviously really good cards. Now, first on my list is Mr. Real Madrid himself, it's Mbappe. Got the Quick Step Plus, got the 5-star, 4-star, Finesse, Rapid, Trivela as well. This card is going to be stupidly good. I predict he's going to be like 4 or 5 million. He's just going to be so expensive, and if you can afford him, you're just going to get everyone and destroy them. So unfortunately for me, I'm going to put him in S tier. I don't even think I need to say he's the best gold card in the game. But with that being said, if you do pack him in the first week, I hate you forever. Now next, onto a site I can actually stand looking at. It's Correa. 4-star skills, 4-star weave is a great start. Now, if you do look at this card, he's going to be a very nice starter card. Now, unfortunately, with the FIFA goes now, you only really use like these starter gold cards for about 2 weeks, so it's a little bit of a shame. But as he goes, he's got great pace, great finishing, obviously really good agility with this card. He's a little bit of a knockoff Alvarez without the playstyle plus. If you compare the stats versus each other, it's very, very similar overall. So for me, I'm going to put Correa into the C tier category. He's definitely going to be one of the best starter La Liga players, especially if you do have like a little bit of a cheaper budget than others. So I would definitely use this card if you can. Talk of him, it's Alvarez next. Obviously, he's got the press proven, plus he's obviously got the finesse as well. 4-star skills, 4-star weave. But like I said, if you look at them stats, it's very, very similar to Correa's. It's just a little bit better overall. He's just a glorified version in a way. But if that press proven plus is going to be really OP this year, for the start of the game, this guy could be really good, because obviously there's not going to be that many centre-backs that are that amazingly strong. Obviously, you got like the Salibas, Van Dijks. But I'm talking like these little bit of smaller ones like Ake and the fullback, so he won't get pushed off as easily. For me, I'm going to put Alvarez in the B tier category. He's a little bit better than Correa overall side, but I just don't think he's quite as good as some of the other cards on this list. Next on the list is Brahim Diaz. Now, obviously, he's got decent pace and decent dribbling, so I would say he's more of a wide, because that shooting and that passing is a little bit too low to be playing centrally. Obviously, has that technical and the first touch as well. But one of my main issues with the card is the fact that he's got that 55 strength. He's going to get blown over by a leaf. It's just so annoying that he's a little bit weaker on the side. But he's still going to be OP at the start of the game, especially since he can play both wings. But for me, I'm going to put him in D tier. I just don't quite think he's to the level of some of the other cards on this list. Next up is Marcos Llorente, Mr. Versatile. Play right back, centre mid, right wing, right mid. Got the 3-star skills, 4-star weak for very consistent. Now, the one thing I don't really like is his main position is a centre mid, in my opinion. And the playstyles don't really suit that, except from the relentless. Obviously, he's got the rapid whip and quick step, all really wide heavy and fullback heavy, but overall he's still going to be really good, very consistent, got great pace, overall good stats. This card is going to be really consistent, and I see him being like 40-50k at the start of the game, because obviously everyone knows how good Llorente is. So for me, I'm going to put him in A tier. He's definitely going to be one of the better starting midfielders in the game. Next on the list is Ferland Mendy. 4-star skills, 5-star weave, but it's Ferland. He is so good every year. And obviously, you've got the rapid and the block, both not really amazing for the left back position, but overall he could really be OP, especially with that physical, with the pace, with the defending. He's going to be very solid. I've seen him being like more like 70-80k purely because of those stats themselves, and obviously being Real Madrid and obviously French as well. Everyone knows how good Ferland Mendy is. He's like the Walker of La Liga. Everyone knows obviously he's going to be an S tier card overall, in my opinion. Next we've got Rudiger. Obviously, he's going to be one of the best centre-backs in the game with these stats. Obviously, he's got the 82 pace, 86 defending, and 86 physical. Very consistent card. Now, Bruiser Plus could be the best defending playstyle in the game. We don't know that yet. But obviously, he's got the low pace split in terms of 71 acceleration, and I got the 91 sprint speed. Defensively, he's going to be really good. I would say you could probably say he's 3rd or 4th best gold centre-back in the game. He's going to be very good overall. Obviously, he's German. Real Madrid, he's got a lot of links to him. I'm going to put him in S tier. I don't think that was any discussion at all. I think he's the best La Liga centre-back out of the 4 or 5 of them it is. But overall, he's just a very solid card. Next we have Nico Williams. Now obviously he's had a nice upgrade, especially because he had a very nice Euros. Obviously he's playing well before that for Bilbao, but that Euros definitely has helped him have the rating he has. 4-star skills, 5-star weave was a great start to have. Rapid plus as well. Got the finesse, quick step, relentless as well. Now, Pace and dribbling are both really good in this card. Shooting is a little bit low in my opinion. Obviously, low composure, low finishing, low shot power. He's going to be a pure-bred winger and a winger only. That Rapid Plus is really nice. For me, I'm going to put him in B tier. I don't quite think he's at the upper level purely because that shooting's a little bit low. But overall, if you are going to use him as just a pure winger for that pace, he is going to be a very, very electrically and good card overall. Now next is Balde. Now obviously Balde is very, very consistent most years in terms of he's a very, very good starter fullback in terms of he can play right-sided, left-sided, got the anticipate jockey and also the quick step, really nice play styles, very fast, not really the strongest or the best of defensively, but he's just a very, very cheap, easy links, play both sides. You can't really go wrong with him. But after a couple of weeks, I feel like he'll get outdated. So for me, he's going C tier category. I just feel like overall, he's good enough to start, but I don't think after a few weeks he's going to be a top tier fullback anymore. Next was Reynilda, and obviously he's a left back with 84 pace. Not bad overall, but the thing I do like about it is the fact he's actually a centre back. Obviously he's 5'11", so he's not really the best aerially, but has a really nice pace split. Obviously a very, very fast card overall. Got the intercept as well, got the bruiser to make up for that physical. He's not really the best defensively, but in terms of the start of the game, a lot of people just abuse pace, so you do need a pacey centre-back to counteract that, and he is that, to be fair. Does also have a play style which is very good for defending. I'm not going to say he's going to be a great card. I'm going to put him in C tier, but overall, in terms of how cheap he's going to be, for how good he's going to be, I think he's going to be a very, very good card overall. Next up is Ronald Araujo, and obviously he's got the 2-star skills, 3-star weak foot, which actually isn't that bad overall. He's got a decent pace split isn't amazing, defending and physical are both decent in itself. Obviously, he's not the most agile card, he's not going to be very good at twisting and turning, which is why he's got the jockey to go with it. Got anticipate, which is really nice. Block plus, like I've mentioned many times in all my videos, it could be really OP, we don't actually know yet. Obviously, again, has the alternate position of a right back like Barca play, but I don't think anyone is going to play him there in their right minds. For me, I'm going to put him in A tier. He only just missed out in the S tier compared to the other centre backs that are in the S tier, but overall, he's still going to be a very, very usable card at the start of the game. Talking about the centre backs is Militao. Obviously, a great card every year. Very fast, very good defender. Good physical as well. There's not really too much wrong you can say about this card. He's 6'1", so he's a decent height as well. Agility, again, isn't even bad. Got intercept, got aerial, no anticipate, but he's got long ball as well. Got a 3-star weak foot. Overall, he's a very, very consistently good card. Brazil, Real Madrid, fast centre back. One of the best centre backs in the game. Obviously an S tier card. I do think overall he's better than Araujo, unless Anticipate is literally that much better than all the other defending playstyles. But overall, I still think that pace is definitely going to help him, especially at the start of the game when everyone's pace abusing. Next up we have Camavinga. Now 4-star skills, 3-star weavers, not a great start. I do want a 4-star weaver over 4-star skills for a midfielder, or if you want to play him there left back, but I highly recommend you play in midfield. Obviously, decent pace, decent physical, decent dribbling. He's a very, very consistent card. Got the technical, got a jockey as well. I think this card would go into high categories if he had like an intercept or an anticipate, or like I mentioned before, a 4-star weak foot. But in terms of a cheap budget centre mid, he is going to be very good. I don't think he's going to be under about 30k. But he's still going to be very, very good. A little bit of a worse version of Marcus Llorente. So for me, I'm going to put him into B tier category. Obviously, he's French, he's Real Madrid, you get a lot of the links at the start of the game. And obviously, a very, very consistent card overall, but I just don't quite think he cuts it as one of the better cards of the La Liga. Next up, we have Frankie de Jong. Now, Trivela Plus, again, is a little bit annoying for me. I do really wish he had that press proven or that tiki-taka plus. That would have made the card so good. But just like Camavinga, he's got the 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, is again a little bit annoying. Great pace on the card, great dribbling, great passing. He's a very, very technical, gifted midfielder. He's not really the best defensively, although he has a few defensive stats that are quite nice, and obviously no defensive play styles. He's going to be a very, very good box-to-box. I just don't quite think he's up there as one of the top cards. So for that, I'm putting him in A tier. He's still going to be a very usable and a very good card, but playstyle-wise, skills and weak foot-wise, I just wish he was a little bit better overall. Now, this is what I was referring to when I was talking about De Jong then. A pure box-to-box, relentless plus is perfect at the start of the game. A lot of people don't have stamina, so that is amazing to have. And he's got the intercept as well for the defensive duties, got the technical for the attacking ones, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. This is what De Jong aspires to be like. It's a perfect card around the board. Obviously, I wish he had that 8 defending to put him onto the Hullet club, but overall, a very nice, very consistent card. He's going to be very, very good, and he's going to have a lot of aura in game, being 6'1" as well. And generally speaking, he's an S tier card. He's going to be one of the best centre mids in the game. I'm not going to say where he's going to be placed because I don't really know yet. But overall, if you can get your hands on him, he's going to be a very, very good card. Next up is Rafinha. Now, obviously, got the finesse, got quick step, got rapid, got relentless as well. 4 really nice playstyles. Got a few more as well, like power shot, which is good. But 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot again is quite nice for attacker. He's got a lot of pace and a lot of dribbling, just like most wingers do, but lacks the shooting and passing. But overall, that shooting is still bearable. That shot power will definitely make up for that finishing being quite low. Again, a little bit low strength, but overall for me, I'm going to put Rafinha in the B tier category. He is definitely going to be a usable card overall, being Brazil, being Barcelona, and honestly being one of the better wingers of La Liga. But overall, I don't quite think he's at the top level to be any higher than B. Next up is Vinicius Jr. Obviously, he's again going to be one of the biggest jokes in the game. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, just like Mbappe. Quick step plus as well, got the finesse. Both of these, if you have them against you in a team like Bateson, you are so done for. Both look to play striker, both quick step, both 5-star skills. It's just stupid. He's so fast. Obviously, composure is a little bit low, same with that strength, but overall, he's going to be so deadly. He finally has a card with really good finishing at 89, because normally that's the problem with Vinny, but overall, this card is going to be so stupidly good in game. Obviously an S tier card. I think him and Mbappe need their own category in terms of these tier lists, but overall, they're going to be just broken cards in the game. Next up is his Brazilian counterpart, it's Rodrigo, and obviously this card is quite consistently good overall. Obviously got decent pace, decent dribbling, shooting is actually quite nice on it as well. Finesse, got the technical as well. 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot is a little bit disappointing. I feel like 5-star skills would suit him massively, but again, little bit low strength. The shot power again is a little bit low, but overall he's still a very, very consistent card. He's going to be quite expensive at the start of the game, purely because of his rating, because of the pace, because he's a very, very consistently good card. So for me, I'm going to put him in A tier. He just misses out on that S tier category, purely because of 5-star skills, or lack of, should I say. But overall, he'll still be a very, very clinical and good card at the start of the game. Next up we have Jules Koundé. Now obviously this card is always so good at the start of the game. He's got the jockey plus, which I always do love on him. He's a little bit of a shorter centre back, but he's insanely fast in terms of acceleration and sprint speed. Very good defensively as well. Unfortunately has no anticipate or inset, but overall he's a very, very consistently good card. Got good agility, got good defensive ability. Obviously the strength isn't even that bad for his height. A lot of people would see that right back position and maybe playing there because there's not really that much depth in right back in terms of EAFC 25. But for me, I would 100% have him as centre back. He is too good not to have as a centre back, especially considering that jockey plus. For me, I feel like it's going to be very, very OP this year. Next up is Rodrigo de Paul. Overall, consistent good card. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. I don't know why most La Liga players come with that as a midfielder, but playstyle wise, got 4 really nice playstyles for a midfielder. Finesse, incisive, long ball and technical. Very, very advanced midfielder in terms of their playstyles. But overall, it's a consistent card in terms of stats. There's not really that much you can fault about it. Maybe you'd want a little bit more pace, like 80 odd. But for me, I'm going to put him in C tier. He's going to be a very usable card. I just wish he had a 4-star weak foot to go hand in hand with that and spray these balls with that long ball pass wide and stuff like that. Last but not least is Federico Valverde. Now, if there's ever a player which is deserving of the playstyle plus he's got, it's Valverde. Now, Power Shot Plus, we haven't actually seen how good it's going to be so far this year. But if it's anything like last year, it's going to be very, very fun to use. And obviously, with a 4-star weak foot, you can crack him from far. Got the long pass as well. Got the rapid if you want to play him on wide, which I wouldn't really recommend. He's definitely a very, very good box-to-box midfielder. He's going to be high work rates like normal. Obviously, a very, very consistently good card. Very, very similar to Bellingham in terms of his stats overall. I wish he had an inset as well to go with it. But overall, it's an S tier card. He's going to be very, very solid. Obviously, Real Madrid like normal. He's going to be stupidly good at running it up and down that midfield. But that's all for my video. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel. Now, it's like 98% of people that watch my videos are not subscribed. So, I do appreciate it if you did. If not, let me know what I could do better in the comments down below. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next video, and peace out, guys.